Happy New Day. Happy New Day. Happy New Day. It's a wonderful space to be in. Again, it's really a wonderful space to be in right now. And, you know, on your journey in life, experience that speaking, I'm going to title this Speaking from My Heart. And speaking from your heart, as my guys, I'm here, my guys, really letting go of the tough time, speaking from my heart. And just what we're going to title this one, Speaking from My Heart, and being genuine, being authentic of who you are. And on this experience, hey, happy new day to 3 of you on here already. Gratitude that I love you. A lot of love to you. Thank you for connecting with me. I'm titling this one Speaking from My Heart. And on your journey, at least on my journey, I'm speaking from my heart of the experience. Man, just be, really, when you tell the universe that you want something, that you want to experience something, are you ready for something? Just know that when the universe delivers, it's not the way you want it. The universe delivers the way that the vibration is going out. And so that's what I want to talk about, speaking from my heart. Some of the titles, I was sitting in the car, and what came to me while I was sitting in the car was, and I actually wrote them down. I was sitting in the car out there in front of my house, and I'm coming to you from my house, actually. So eating kitchen, you can see the yard back there. I kind of had a little incident earlier today. That was because of the screen, and so the screen right now looks so big to me, but actually I'm sure it's not. So things that actually was at the top or at the bottom, and this screen is so big, and I'm still trying to figure out how to shrink it down some, and I haven't discovered that yet. But I guess I can YouTube it to figure that part out. But what I want to share about is speaking from my heart. And even though it's saying invest in your energy, I went right back in that same portal. And so, in that same portal, look at that. And so the words that came to me while I was out there, let me introduce myself for those that's just now connected with me for the first time. I am Oracle Mother Yanis Lamel. I am a divine being. I am source energy. I am creator. I am master. I am wholeness. I am bliss, love, joy, and peace. I am starseed light worker. I am in this physical body having a human experience. That's who I am. And it's wonderful to meet with you. And it's wonderful to connect with you today. So some of the words that came to me while I was out there was reflection. Reflection was one word that came. And the word reflection that came out there, when the word was reflection, and it's the journey. The reflection and journey was the 2 words that connected together. Another word was pattern, like the pattern of the way things have been normally done, and keep doing it, like a cycle, like a pattern, a cycle, like you've been, like, for example, I would say, to give you an example of a pattern, is that how you stitch something, and it's a pattern, and you keep doing it the same way over and over and over to produce something that you want, the result. Purpose. So your purpose, they gave me purpose and next level. So level up, next level, level up. So we have reflection. For reflection, they gave me journey. Pattern, they gave me cycle. And purpose is next level focus. And then not only that, while I was still sitting there deciding whether I'm gonna go in the house or not. So these other words came was who controls your body, who controls your mind, and who controls your soul. Those are words that came to me. But today I'm speaking from my heart, and my top word would be reflection. And I always acknowledge my team and energies that are here in this sacred space right now. Galactic Council of Light, archangels, spirit guides, ancestors of the higher realm, Mother, Father, Prime, Creator. I always acknowledge all of them that are here assisting me right now in this sacred space. The Orishas that are here, and we are an open channel for source to flow through, and we are gratitude. We are gratitude. We are wholeness with gratitude. So that's what we are acknowledging right now: the wind, the breath, the air, the water, the fire, the earth, the ethers. We are acknowledging the temple, the body that we are in. We acknowledge this vehicle, and we give gratitude that it is operating through this time and space that we are in, navigating right now. And we just give gratitude for all of you that are here in this sacred space. Yeah. So I'm not gonna be before you. Sound like I'm in church. We're not gonna be before you not too long, you know. We're not gonna be before you too long. It just sounds like I'm in church, but actually, let me just talk about this reflection, being authentic. You know what a reflection is? It's like, and of course, we all know this. I'm just sharing. I'm speaking from my heart. A reflection is like looking through the mirror, you know, looking. And what do I see? I see my reflection looking at me. So my reflection appears to be showing an image that is in front of it that appears to be exactly what I assume I look like. But is it really my reflection, my guys were saying? Because, excuse me, really, my reflection, is it really showing who I am? Is it really showing who I really am? According, looking through my eyes, that's what I'm seeing, the reflection. Because the eyes connects to the mind, and so the mind and the eyes are connecting together. So it's like, that's what you see. That's your image. That's who you are right there. So it's a reflection. So is it really me? How accurate is my reflection? How accurate is my reflection? And what story is my reflection actually telling in the mirror? You know, Michael said, I'm talking to the man in the mirror for him to change his ways. So your reflection, what does the reflection actually say? What story does the reflection actually tell? Does it reveal your journey? Does it really talk about where you have come from? The experience that you have had along the journey? Does the reflection tell where you are going? And so the reflection. So I'm looking in the mirror in my reflection. From what I can see, that the reflection from the outside is what I see. Speaking from your heart, speaking from my heart, the reflection. Your reflection tells a story. It tells a story of a journey. I like this. Go see where I am love go. It tells the story of a journey of a person that has gone through many cycles. And she has. She's gone through many cycles. So she's written many books, many chapters in the book. So each chapter has a story and an ending in each chapter. So the reflection, how did you get there? And why are you here? What is your purpose here? Reflection. What do you have to tell? What is the title of your story? What is your purpose? Really? What is your purpose in here? Reflection. What are you really seeing in the mirror? Does the mirror really display me for who I am? Reflection. Does it really tell my story? Or am I just someone that's dressed up to look like something? But it doesn't tell my journey. It doesn't tell the cycles of life that I have gone through. Reflection. It doesn't tell the journey that I have experienced. It doesn't tell who I am. My reflection, you may look at me and say, oh, she's a melanated woman that wear a head covering. She has locks. She wears some long dresses sometimes. She wears crystals around her neck. She wears crystals on her arm. But does that really tell you who I am? What does the reflection really tell when you look in the mirror, when I look in the mirror, speaking from my heart? This is a journey that we all have gone as reflection, because reflection is the journey. And the journey are the pattern of the purpose. So your reflection, positive, negative, good or bad, up and down, in and out. So the reflection. As I shared that when you utter to the universe, you making a request that you're ready. So the universe responds that you're ready. So if you're ready, the universe is responding to what you say you are ready to experience, that you're ready to move up, that you're ready to master something else on your journey. So I thought I looped the track, but I guess I didn't. And I don't know which music playing, so. On your journey, you've gone through so many cycles, and this is what my guys are sharing with me, that we've gone through so many cycles, and the old version of you have gone through so many cycles, and going through so many cycles that you come to the end of the road. And when I say the end of the road, it's that in other words, you finish the obstacle course. You know when someone is in a relay race and they're doing the running, they passing the baton, you finish the obstacle course. And now, okay, you made it to the championship. You made it to the finals. That's what my guys are saying. You made it to the finals. And to the finals, you utter to the universe that you're ready. That's what I said. That I'm ready. So, but you don't know sometimes when you utter to the universe that what you are ready for your next level in life, that it's not looked as a regular next level. We're talking about spiritual things right here. We're talking about spiritual shifts, higher consciousness is what we're talking about. But you're ready. So the universe is saying you're ready. So let's go. But see, you don't understand that the kind of exam that the universe gives out is not a regular exam that you take with a pen and a paper and they put the paper in front of you. It's not like the Messiah or the feet or the mother where she controls the pen and the paper. It's not like that. It's like those that are very close to you. Ooh, this is a hard exam, but you can pass it. You have passed it. And so with reflection, that the universe brings those that are closest to you to be a part of the exam. But you're ready. And so you're ready for this exam. But see, you wasn't expecting the universe to bring someone that you just got bonded with or connected with to be a part of the exam. And that all along, but the universe had been giving you all these signs, but you chose to not recognize the sign of you. You know, you chose not to recognize the sign when they were there because they were all signs preparing you for the exam. But you didn't recognize the exam. You didn't recognize the sign on the exam or the, what do you call it? The study guide. The study guide. Because the study guide was there with you. But you didn't recognize it. And you were just going through, you know, the course. Running, I'm using the example, running over the hurdles and all that. You were just going through it. But then there comes a time in life that we all face the exam. And the exam is that only you can take the exam. But understanding that the ones that have been with you, you didn't know that they were going to be a part of the exam. So they're used they are used in this part of your exam right now. So many of us are experiencing the final exam right now. And so the very ones that you love so dearly are a part of the exam because they're being used to trigger you right now. So they're being used to trigger you, and how you handle that is either you're going to what? The reflection or the journey or the pattern or the purpose, are you going to go right back and have to start all over again? Are you recognizing the study guide that you have with you? Are you recognizing the source in them? Are you recognizing that this is a part of the journey, and that everything that they might say or they might do, how they address you, talk to you, or whatever, it's a part of the exam. Not the exam for them, but the exam for you. And so as you are not getting offended by what one may say or what one may do or one that may not be doing, remember, reflection. So what is the mirror really saying to you, or when it shows your image inside of the mirror? This is a part of the exam. What do you see? What do you see through the eyes of source? You know, of course, I'm just reflection right now. So on this experience that of this exam, because it's exam, you don't expect everyone to agree with you in what you're doing. You don't expect everybody to understand you right now because you're next level. You're next level on this thing. See, it's graduation. So this next level in graduation, not everybody's there yet. But yet you understand that they are part of the exam. Even when they don't understand you, they're still a part of the exam. How do you respond to what is happening on your journey right now? How do you respond to whatever has happened in your life experience? Everybody that you have had an encounter with are all a part of the exam. Your mom, your father, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your uncle, all help you in preparation for your final exam. All of them was a part of on your study guide, but did you understand that. Remember, you came in here unconscious of knowing that you God, creator, master of your reality. You came in here without even knowing that you already God's source energy shifting in higher consciousness until it's time you finish the obstacle course and you're ready for final exam. But you didn't understand that. You didn't know that all of them played a part in everything. Every last one of them on your journey. Every school teacher, every co-worker, they all are a part of your exam. But guess what? Each one of them is teaching you something. Because all of them are part of the study guide that you hold within you. Every last one of you learned something from this one. You learned something from that one. You learned something from even your children are a part of it. They're not just children. The boss is not just the boss. And the co-worker is not just the co-worker. This is final exam. And understanding that all of this is a test. My mom used to say, it's just a test, baby. It's just a test. And those words, she used to say this all the time. She said, when somebody would tell her they're going through something, she would say, baby, it's just a test. And she's right. It's a test that you are being prepared for your next level in your experience. And you're like, oh, when are these tests going to stop? The tests increase more and more as you raise your consciousness. As consciousness rises up in you, the tests come more and more and more. Because you are master, you self-mastery. You overcome all of these tests. You rise and keep going up and up and up. It's not just one final test. Ashe. Yeah. I can't see none of y'all on here. I don't see anybody's name, but I can just see a number. But anyway, speaking from my heart is that the final exam in life sometimes requires you to separate. You know how when you're studying for your final exam, if you went in school or college, that you went to study hall and that you got away. It was like you locked yourself into that you prepared for this final exam because you wanted to pass that class. And so this is where you come in with the meditation, the affirmations. You're getting out in the yard and you're hugging a tree and you're grounding yourself and you're alone and you're doing breath work. This is where all that comes in. And then you really understand that, hey, I'm not like everybody else anyway. You discovered that, oh my goodness, I discovered that all along my journey, along the path of my reflections. I discovered that I'm not like everybody else. I discovered that I'm in a human body, but I'm not human. I discovered that all these angelic beings that I was be seeing out of my eye, I couldn't share anything with anybody about what I was seeing, I discovered that. It was like, oh, my mama said, you share anybody with that right there, they're going to say something wrong with you. I didn't have anybody I could share that with, even then after I became, a Hebrew. And, I became a Hebrew, and then I began to, learn about the Hebrew, the Jewish prayer and all of this. But then I still didn't have nobody I could share anything with about what I was seeing. Not even when I was in the Christian church, I really couldn't share anything about that. I could only share about God, the Holy Spirit, and that. That was it. So that was a part of me being prepared for the exam as well. And, I'm speaking from my heart right now. And right now where I am, it's like, it's an open area in your life that you pass the test. Oh, I hear that. You pass the test. So, but understanding that there are those that get around you that still are actually just now preparing to take the test. But because they are in the place where they are, they want to pull you back. They want to pull you back. But guess what? There's a division between that it can't pull you back. You can't. My guys are saying, You can't go over the wall with the wall is right there unless you have the power to go through the wall, and you don't have that power. But you got to understand, I'm just talking. I'm just talking, y'all. I mean, but I'm really, really being sincere about energy and vibration. That's what I just heard. Energy and vibration. The things that you want in life is that matching the frequency, matching the vibration, because in the exam, God doesn't hold anything from you. You in source of wholeness. It doesn't hold anything from you. It's only you. So the mirror or the reflection only shows you what you're thinking about yourself. What you're thinking about yourself is the reflection that you're going to see in the mirror. Are you authentic? Are you painting a picture that you want people to see? Oh, I'm really all love. You know, I'm all love. I'm having a peaceful, joyous life right now. But really, are you? I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now with my life. You know, I'm just using the example that many do that. I did that, you know, but really the exam is really being authentic to yourself. You don't have to put on a discovering over you, on you, to really be who you are, because really who you are is really to you. It's not really to the world. It's to you. Who are you really to? Who are you really being authentic to? Because you God. So who are you really being honest to? Who are you trying to pretend yourself to be? Because the reflection that you are seeing, that everybody else seeing, is only going to see the reflection of themselves through their own eyes. So really dressing it up to try to pretend to be something else is only something that you being to yourself, because you have to be authentic to yourself. That's all it is. It is. My guys are saying that's why it's so important being true to yourself, because when you are true to yourself, you're not out there trying to do anything to anybody else, because once you discover that on the exam, you only hurting yourself, because that's all you can experience is your energy. You can only experience your energy. So when you actually think you are hurting someone with words and things that you do, it's only to you. That's one of the major questions on the exam. Oh, man, I cursed her out. I laid her out. I told her she wasn't no good. Guess what? You only spoke those words about yourself, because it wasn't to nobody else. I'm just keeping it real. All these years she was around, all these months they was around you, and you disrespected them. You thought you was disrespecting them, but you really was disrespecting yourself. That was your reflection. That was your image in the mirror. It wasn't hers. It was yours. I'm just keeping it real. When you think you're doing something to me, you're doing something to God, because I am God. I'm creator. And just keeping it real. Well, let's change that word. Abundance. Yeah. Abundance. Genuine. Love. Abundance and being true. And so there's only the reflection of what you are see. My guys are saying that those that are awakened right now can only see the pureness of someone's heart that is authentic and genuine. But those that are not true, illusional ones, can't see it. They can't see it. Only those that are chosen can really see pureness of heart right now. They can only see pureness of heart of those that are connected with them. That's all the mirror is reflecting, showing them. Those that are just like them with love, unconditional love. And it's not fake love, it's true love. Because love can only show love to love. Illusional love can only reveal illusional love to itself. But those that are really source energy can only connect to those that are really source energy. Just keeping it real. You know, Yeah, what was I talking about? Authentic. Yeah, being true to yourself. Yeah. So the next thing was pattern. An exam. Another part of the test is pattern. You know, on your life is that in this life journey is that you actually get off the wheel. You know what a wheel is. You know the Bible in there talks about Ezekiel made a wheel and the potter on the wheel, the potter and the clay. You actually get off the wheel. You become the creator, which you are. In other words, you awaken to know that you're the creator. You're not on the potter's wheel. You know how, at least when I was in church, they taught about that the potter made the clay, and then he molded you and made you a certain way. And then when you messed up, he put you right back on that potter's wheel and then designed you all over. In other words, it was like, okay, you sin. So you sin, and then God paid the price for your sin, and therefore you came back again. So no, I'm just using that as an example. I didn't say that's what that actually was my thing. No, I'm just using it as an example. But the pattern or the cycle, you off that, you're no longer that old version of yourself repeating those cycles anymore. You're a master. Because your journey is an everyday experience. It's not a one day, it's not a weekend thing. It's an everyday journey. Your reflection is an everyday reflection. Your journey is an everyday journey. Your pattern is an everyday pattern. You're living this every day. This is something that you walk and live every day. And so when you tell the universe, I'm ready, it's just woo, all out there to you. And the ancestors over there rooting you on. You ready? We rooting you on. And guess what? You already won this thing. So the purpose is your purpose. What's your purpose? What's my purpose? You look in the reflection. You got the pattern, and you're looking in there. You're seeing yourself. My purpose is what? My purpose is love. My purpose is love, right? My purpose is love. And quite oftentimes that everyone that's playing those roles in your life, just know that they are part of, they're a part in helping you to be prepared for this journey part of your life experience. Everyone that's in your life right now they are playing the role to help you prepare for your graduation or your final exam. They are. Whether you understand it or not, but they are. That's why they act the way they act, talk to you the way they act. They've been helping you prepare for your final exam. And then another part of the exam is that you don't take nothing personally. Give them their leeway. Give them their leeway and let them go. Let them go. There's a lot of emotional things in it when it's coming down to final exam. There's a lot of emotional things you deal with, these emotions, and but them triggers, oh my goodness. Dealing with the emotion and the triggers, but stay grounded. Stay grounded, because staying grounded is what helps you to focus. Yeah, to focus. And in other words, I'm here to enter into the promised land. Enter into the promised land that you've made it. And like, I'll use this for an example. Sometimes when I do podcasts and my guys were talking to me, sometimes I do the podcast and I'm like, wow. And they'd be like, okay, I didn't see anybody share it. And my guys were saying, did you share it? And did you get the message? How did it relate to you? Because everything I talk about relates to me. And understanding that, it's a self-mastery thing. It's not about quantity. It's about quality. It's about the journey. It's about you loving yourself, self-mastery. It's not about getting others to look at you to make you trying to, in other words, it's not trying to make them see that you in love, or you're trying to do some type of spell over them to say, oh, I'm genuine love. No, babe, it's all you're really convincing yourself, because everybody else is having their experience as well. And who controls your body controls your mind and control your soul. So controlling your body is controlling how you respond to things. This is a part of the exam. I just, my guys gave me this in the car and I was sitting out there. My guys were like talking to me and I was like, yeah, well, okay, you asked for this. Now you here. Let's make it roll. Let's make it happen, and then you open to hear from your ancestors, because at this part of your journey, it requires you to have some support from your ancestors right here, because your ancestors are guiding you. And then my guys were sharing with me earlier that, many of the ancestors are walking around in human form, and many of the people that they are among is so offended the ancestors because they don't recognize the ancestors in human form. They don't recognize them inside the human body. So flunking the exam by just disrespecting them, and then they got to go back and take the exam again because they didn't recognize the divine being inside that human body. And so they figured that they could just talk to people in a kind of way. And I was just like, I was uttering about that, and that's the response I got. That there's been so many chapters. I've gone through so many chapters in my life, and then of course, part of the exam, that someone could talk to me in a kind of way, and felt that they could talk to me in a kind of way after all these chapters of my journey that I have had and completed. They felt that they could talk to me in a kind of way and felt good about it. How did I respond? How do I respond to that? Because really on this journey here, this part of your life is you learning how to open your mouth. Because I have been one that have not opened my mouth. I've let people talk any way they want and I never respond. But this part of this exam is pushing me to speak. I've been one that worried about people feeling. In this part of this exam, you are not to be concerned about people's emotions, facial expression, their feeling. No, you are God, master. Just keeping it real with you. So, I better get out of here. Anyway, I'm gonna go with this one. But anyway, I've just had this amazing time with y'all, just to sit here and enjoy this moment. I'm gonna read this one. Honor the physical body. The physical body is like an animal that is completely loyal to us. It takes us wherever we want to go. It gives us all the pleasure of life, eating, drinking, or just running on the beach and playing. And what do? We abuse our physical body. We judge our physical body. We are ashamed of our physical body, and our physical body suffers. Nobody abuses our physical body more than we do. We treat our pets and dogs and cats better than we treat our body. We are the ones who are not loyal to our body. I used to judge my physical body at all times. When I looked at my body in the mirror, I used to think, oh no, I don't like it. Can you imagine how selfish it is not to like your own body when your own body does everything it can for you today? I love my physical body. I am not ashamed of my body at all. I am genuine. With my physical body, and I give it whatever it needs. Your physical body loves you unconditionally. Even if you judge your body, even if you reject it, you don't like it, your body is completely loyal to you. Even if your body is getting old or feeling sick, still it is doing the best it can, just knowing this is enough for you to fill your hearts with gratitude for the gift of your physical body. Today, I propose that you start a brand new relationship with your physical body. I propose that you treat your physical body just as you would treat a precious loved one in your life. Stop being selfish with your physical body. and give it whatever it needs to be healthy and happy. Can you do that? Today is a new day, a new beginning for you to give gratitude to your physical body for everything it does for you. When you learn to love your physical body, every activity can become a ritual of gratitude where you fully express the joy to be alive. Every time you wish your body can be a prayer of gratitude to God. Every time you eat can be more than a prayer. It can be a celebration of life because you are giving food to God so that life can keep going. Beginning today, you can change your relationship with your physical body and your whole life will change. So that is what I wanted to share with that. Remembering that the reflection is what's coming to me. The reflection is remembering all those that have come before you and giving gratitude to all of life that have come before you, giving gratitude to those that are here now and the future. That's why so much gratitude for the trees. And I reflect on everyone that has been in my life. That's my mom, my dad, my children, my brothers and sisters, all my aunties and all my great aunties on up. All that light codes that they imparted within me. That's a part of the exam. Being able to be grateful. Giving gratitude, saying thank you is a part of the exam. Remembering to say thank you. Remembering to, give gratitude for your food and the house that you live in, the car that you drive, if you have a car, or your legs are working, or your feet, giving gratitude. It is a way that the universe responds to that. And I look at that on this exam here, this journey of my life, is that the things that you do in life to help others are really things that you do to help yourself. That's the way I look at that. The things I do in life to help others are things that I do to help myself. Because when you look for others to say thank you, they won't. So that's why it's so important to give thanks to yourself. To say, I love you. I appreciate you. We just read about the physical body. I appreciate what you do. Thank you for serving me all these years. I'm what am I? 63rd chapter on this journey. And being able to say thank you, to my body, my heart, my liver, my kidneys, my knees, the blood going through my vein and, my pulse beating and my eyes. I could read that book without using the glasses, being able to be grateful for that and understanding that what you look from others on the outside, don't look for it. Look for it from in here. Because you are your greatest gift to yourself. And you are the greatest gift to man. So on my journey, as my guides are guiding me, because when you look for something to come from someone else, it's like you're giving control. So don't expect them to be the one to pat you on the back or to encourage you. No, you do it for yourself. You're the master. You're the creator. Or the recognition, give it to yourself. Give it to yourself. Don't look for it to come from man, because it's not. It has to come through you first and then trickle out there. Because man wants more and wants more and wants more. Even though you are the giver. You are the giver, but man wants more. So as I share this with you on this journey, Whew. Love yourself and keep loving yourself and keep moving on your path and understanding that reflection, the journey, pattern, cycle, purpose, next level. Who controls your body? Who controls the mind? And who controls the soul? Everything that you're looking for out there, look for it in here. Only depend on it from in here. Nothing out there, because out there is really the illusion. You are the creator. I am Oracle. Oracle. I'm Mother Yanis Lamel, NutriPrime Supreme 1216 of the Messiah Code Movement at the Walu Tribe. Please connect with us with 1221, that Karen's Kitchen 1221. I know I haven't been announcing it lately, but Karen's Kitchen 1221 here in Charlotte, North Carolina, on the corner of Reagan and West Sugar Creek Avenue. It is still happening, and we would love to have you come, and we would love to have you be a volunteer, or you would love to have send some donations if you like. Wherever your heart is, that's what I say. Follow your heart and allow it to speak to you in whatever you feel led to do. But it is open for you to come and be a volunteer. Again, that's 1221 here in Charlotte, North Carolina, corner of Reagan Avenue and West Sugar Creek. Karen's Kitchen. We are feeding 200 plus people, and we would love to have you take a part in that. And keep reaching out. I can say that your journey has purpose. Your purpose is your journey. Your dreams and visions are for now, and allow them to manifest. Allow them the seeds to grow in your garden. Allow your seeds to grow in your garden and grow into a beautiful tree or beautiful plants and fruits and vegetables. Just know that today will always be. Tomorrow, there will always be another tomorrow. But right now, this moment that we have right now, live it to the fullest and allow the source to continue to flow through you. I love you with the love of source. Until we connect again, shalom. Okay, I gotta find out how to go off with it. I think down there. Thank you.